Here goes nothing. All right, Wynntils. Cool mod. Your book, your quest book, is now a user profile. Pretty nice. You also have custom commands and keybinds. Down here. You can cast spells with it's pretty much a spell macro. You have custom commands that you can set and execute with a keybind. Gamma Bright, Mount Horse, there's a waypoint, which helps with the little map that I'll show you in a second. Emerald Pouch, pretty convenient. A bunch of other stuff that you can set and use. Cool menus. And my favorite is View Player's Gear. I use it pretty often, but with the new champion thing, people can hide their armor, so it's pretty annoying. But yeah, here's the quest book. I've done all the quests, so I can't show you what it looks like in the top right. But yeah, so this is the new quest menu. If you need help with a quest, you can right-click to open up the wiki, and you can read the guide to see what you need to do next. Or if you're lost, you get some tips. And if there's like a secret or a puzzle, it'll tell you the answer and how to do it. Here's the main map. You can see the entire map of Wynntils with this. The entire map of Wynncraft with this. Loot chests will be added according to the setting that you choose, because at default, it's only loot chests 3 and 4 that will add. But if you have a setting on, it will also add loot chests 1 and 2. But I also manually set it so that they only show up at a lower or at a closer zoom. Pretty convenient. By default, your dungeons, fast travels, grind spots, and caves will already be on the map, so you don't need to worry about that. You can set your own waypoint with that command I showed you earlier, which is, for me, I have it set to B. It puts in the coordinates automatically of where you're standing. You can put in a name, save. Now it's going to show up on the map, and I can remove that eventually. Obviously, you have the Emerald Pouch. I pressed P in order to open that. You don't have to actually open your inventory and do it yourself. It'll just do it for you. Pretty convenient. That's just a quick look at that. Here we go. You have the guides. I'll show you the guides first. These aren't as fleshed out as they are in 1.12.2. But they're still pretty nice to have if you have an item that you want to search up for. Like, you can just search it up and see what the max and lowest ranges are on the identifications. You can see how you get it, somewhat. Some items maybe won't have it. You can also open it up on Win Data. That will give you more information. You can favorite an item for loot runs as well, which, if you open up a chest, or if you pick up an item that is potentially this item, it will have the little star in the corner, and it's pretty useful. There's a bunch of other things like ingredient guides, Emerald Pouch Guide. Emerald Pouch Guide? Yeah. There's a chance to get all these. I don't know why this is his own guide. Powder Guide, Ingredient Guide. It's pretty... Ingredient Guide could be more fleshed out, but they haven't really done it yet. It'll happen eventually. Artemis is still in the works. You have discoveries. These are pretty helpful. I usually just use it for the secret discoveries to see what I haven't done yet. It goes by level as well. Obviously, I haven't done all of them yet. Next is loot runs. This one, you have to actually do some folder magic outside of Minecraft to get it working. As you can see, I have a ton of loot runs here. These were not recorded by me, besides a couple of them were, which is how you would normally do it. But if you want to get someone else's loot run, you can add them by downloading them from, like a Discord server, like the Loot Run Guild Discord server will have loot runs. Or, for example, by display capture here, as you see in this video that I posted, if you go to the description, it's down here in this Google Drive. I have a ton of loot runs that you can download. If you downloaded one of these, let's see, in your .minecraft folder, you go down here to Wynntils. You go to loot runs, and you would put the JSON inside of here, And then after you do that, it will show up in game like this. You can also apparently type /root run folder, and it will open that folder for you, which is pretty nice. Next up is overlay configuration. Here we go. So this is just the quick little menu to see if you want to turn anything on or off to begin with. I have minimaps turned off and the coordinates on, the coordinates off as well. Normally it looks like this. I have the minimap. I used to use the minimap and I just made it really small, but I decided that there's really no reason for it to be there. So I turned it off. The coordinates are just an annoying number if there's no map, so I turned it off. And then the info boxes can be changed according to the config that I'll show you in a second. All of these can be changed within here and within their own little config thing over here. But for now, you go to the free move, you can see this menu. This helps out. You can change this. You can change it by size. You can move it around as well. Easily. Pretty convenient. Obviously, sometimes it gets a little stacked up and annoying over here. But I did that on purpose. This is not what it looks like by default. I have already changed it for how I want it to look for myself. So just keep that in mind. I moved the aura timer. I'm pretty sure the info box 6 is for focus. You'll get the idea. Over here, configuration, you have a ton of stuff. Like, a ton of stuff. Let's just go from top to bottom. Let's just go from top to bottom. Chat coordinates. A lot of these things are going to be on by default. Honestly, there's going to be a whole lot of stuff in here that I don't actually know what they do, but they're on. So maybe... No. I don't know what chat coordinates does. Here we go. Chat item. That would be if someone posted, like if I screenshot, if I pressed F4, go here, copy and chat. If I posted this, so I'm just going to create a party real quick. Party create. If I just posted this in my... Great. There we go. I can post the item and look at it like that. So that is chat items. Chat mentions. I'm pretty sure someone can type your name and it will ping you. I have it disabled because I don't want that. I don't know. I think it's off by default because I don't remember changing this. See, chat tabs is this feature where you can change from local, guild, private. It gives you the option. This tab lets you actually make your own chat, which is pretty convenient if there's something that you want to exclude. Like, I want a chat that has everything except shouts because the people in shout are very annoying. So I'll just click everything, open that, name it, bam. And that's how you would do it. Chat timestamps. I have it disabled, so obviously it might just be your time whenever you type in chat, probably. Dialog button override. Don't know. Info message filter. All right, so info message would be like redirects, or by default, Wynncraft has a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I don't want to welcome, like if a champion logs in, it's going to say a champion is logged in. I'm just going to turn that off right now. Or I'll just turn everything off right now. But, you know, I don't know what hide info includes, so I would rather not turn that off. Obviously, you can turn off level ups as well. You would just hear it. You would hear someone leveling up around you instead of seeing it in chat. Market auto open chat. This is if you're in the trade market and you're trying to you selected the search option instead of having to manually open up chat. I mean, it's pretty simple. Instead of having to manually open chat, it opens chat for you so you can type immediately after pressing the button. market price conversion. That is the pretty handy dandy thing that I mentioned in my trade market video, where if you type 1LE instead of it means you can type 1LE instead of 64 or like 64 times 64 emeralds in order to get 1LE. You just type 1LE instead. Pretty convenient. It works for emerald blocks as well, and it's pretty nice. Add command expansion. Don't really know what it means by expansion. Command aliases. Don't know. Custom command keybinds. Here we go. This is something that we can use. I have my first command set to class, which is what I was talking about earlier. I have this command set to numpad, where I just press 9 and bam, I open up my class immediately. I also have it for housing edit, but obviously I'm not in my house, so it doesn't work. And you can add all sorts of commands if there's anything that you would rather not have to type all the time. Filter admin commands, don't know. Ability refreshes. This is if you pretty much, it should say my ability is refreshed. Maybe it won't work. There you go. It says it right here in the info box. Arcane speed has been refreshed. It shows up in the info box. Pretty convenient for certain spells and things you would rather do off of cooldown, like Radiance from Warriors, Paladin Warrior. Info message filter, another one. I don't. Yes, this one's a big one. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. You can hide login messages, which is what I did because it's very annoying. Friend join message filtering. This is so when someone joins, I set it to chat. It stays in here. If it says redirect, that means it's usually being sent to an info box or like up here into the achievement thing. Yeah. Pouch messages. Don't really know what this means. Let's ignore that. Territory messages, I have that turned off because I don't care about guilds. This is, I think it's if you enter a territory, it will say that you entered a territory. I just have it turned off. It might be off by default. Bulk buy. This is probably for... This might be for, like, if you're at a item shop, like, say you're in Rymek and you're buying gold bars. I'm pretty sure this lets you buy more than one at a time. I'm not sure how they did it, because I feel like that would be a server thing, but I guess not. That would probably be this. I am actually not sure. You would need to double check on that. Container search highlight. What? Let me think. Search bar and guild bank? Oh, okay. So, bam. Let me see. Let me go to the trade market real quick. If you go to the trade market, not trade market, my bank. You go to the bank. There would normally be a search bar. Why is it not there? Is it because where'd they say it was? Miss Bucket Guild Bank. It says it's on, huh? Yeah, it says it's enabled, but it's not actually showing up. It might not be a feature in... It might not be a feature in Artemis yet, but they have it. They have it already ported. Who knows? Something like that. It would literally be a little search bar that shows up right around here, and you'd be able to type it in, and it would find an item for you. But that will show up eventually. I don't know why they list the option if you can't even see it. Whatever. Let's see where we at. Durability arc. This is for crafted items. You can see the little circle that will show. It'll dictate how, not dictate. It will just show you how much durability you have left in the item. Pretty nice. Pretty convenient. It's a good little visual. Here we go. No pouch hotkey. Turn that on. Obviously, let's see. Extended item count. Don't really know what this means. Ignore that. Favorite items. We have that. I thought it works in the item guide, so it work. I don't know what this means by disabled. I'll turn that on. Let's see. I don't know what that means. Probably what I think it means by the what I showed you in the item guide for loot run and stuff like that. That's what favorite items would be. So I could probably you see. Wait, what was the button? It was how do it shows? Okay, so never mind. That's what it means. It shows up in your inventory because I had these favorited, so I want to find them if I go on loot runs or if I grind. I would want to find these, and I can with that setting, it shows up here as well. But if I go and turn that off, it stops showing up. Okay, that's cool. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it could have been something like that. Hide potion glint. I guess this is an animation thing that you can turn off. Ingredient pouch keybind. You can turn that on or off. Inventory emerald count. This is pretty nice. If you press E, not press E. Why am I? If you open up your inventory, it will show you your emerald pouch contents right here, and it will show you how rich you are to everyone. In fact, I just realized you can probably turn off because it shows everything. It shows LE, emerald blocks, and emeralds. Might be able to. Let's see. It shows it in containers as well. Never mind. I was trying to see if I could turn it off for emeralds and just have LE show up, but I guess not. Item highlights. These are the cool little thing that shows up behind the items, like the little, see the little blue and yellow and the mythic. Those are just a cool little item identifier that lets you know what rarity an item is that you're holding or is in your inventory without having to actually hover over it. Pretty nice. It's on by default, so you shouldn't have any issue. You can actually change the color as well, but if you don't want to confuse anyone in your pictures, you should probably just keep it off. Probably the best case scenario. Item lock. Instead of just typing item lock on an item, so normally you can type /item lock for Wynncraft as a command, and you can make it so that you can't drop an item, or that you can, except I have the Wynntils feature as well that locks your item. So we can avoid that, and it lets you lock anything in inventory. So obviously you see Vindicator right here. I can drop that, but if I item lock it, now I can't drop it. Pretty convenient. Ooh, there we go. Block all actions. I don't know what that means, but it's probably like a pretty brute force, like you can't even pick it up yourself type deal. Allow click on Emerald Pouch. This is enabled for if you have this enabled. But yeah, let's see, let's keep going. Keep going. Item screenshot. This is if you press F4. This is off by default. This one right here. Well, no, item screenshot is on by default, but this right here, save item screenshots to disk, is off. If you press F4, it gets you that little image that I showed you earlier, right? But instead of just giving me that little image, it actually saved that as a screenshot to my screenshots folder in .minecraft. And that's useful for me because I often will be using those items as resources in video editing. So you pretty much don't really need this because normally it will just, you could choose click here to copy item for chat, or it's just already on your clipboard so you can send it to Discord or wherever you want to send it. But I'm going to keep it on by default. I'll just delete images that I don't want to keep. Item text overlays. This, see, it says it has a Corky and amp specification, but it also has like here we go, Emerald Pouch. This is what it means. Like the number, you see the VII, which is 7 in Roman. The Lutho for scroll. That's what it means. It's a little overlay that shows you what the item is. Also, I think yes, there was something I didn't know about earlier. Let's see, what was it? It's in inventory. whatever. There's something in here that lets you turn on or off the fact that this number can go past 64, which normally would not be allowed. But with the mod, it goes obviously way past that, and now it's at 363. I forgot which one did that, but it's somewhere in here. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, whoops. Did I go too far? Did I skip something? How did I get to inventory already? We missed the whole section. We missed the whole section. Nice. All right. So I don't know how I managed to skip past all of that, and I went straight to commands. Nice. Here, combat section. My bad. Abbreviate mob health. This is the thing that makes it go from 6. Like if you had 1 million, it would show you all the zeros. If you have this on, it will just be 1M, so 1 million. Pretty nice. 60,000 would be 60K, and so on and so forth. Super nice. It's on by default. Block inventory casting. I don't know what that means. Mythic or not. Combat XP gain messages. Yeah, it shows up in the info tab over here if you get XP. It'll also show you party XP gain as well. So it shows you everything, and it goes really fast. I set it to expire in half a second. Or that's what it is by default. Health potion blocker. This makes it so you can't accidentally use a potion at full health. I'm pretty sure its threshold is set by default at like 50%, which is a lot. So I just set it to 60. I set it to 95%. Horse mounting. That is the keybind that I have set to Y. It lets you mount your horse. Let me see. Let me go get a horse real quick. Oh my god. Here we go. Bam. It's gonna be over here. Yep. So if I press Y, it displays the horse for me and lets me ride it automatically. So if it's close by, it does the same thing as well. You do it from straight behind. It's pretty damn convenient. Let's see, and maybe it will cast it even while it's not on your hotbar. No, I guess it has to be on your main bar. Yeah, okay. Not as convenient as the item pouch, unfortunately. I guess that makes sense, though. Put that back. Here we go. Let me get back to my spot. My cool spot right here. Alrighty. Next. We are in combat. Low health indicator. This is a little vignette, which, how do you say that? Vignette? Vignette? I don't know. It's going to show up in the corners of your screen, and it's going to be like red. I think you can set the color. Yeah, you can set the color. It's set to red by default. You can set it whatever you want, honestly. You can do some wacky color, and it will show up at a certain amount of health. Animation speed is if you have it set to pulse. Apparently, there's other stuff you can set it to. I have it set to pulse. I don't really know what it means by pulse. Maybe it slowly glows and goes back. Probably what it is. And it happens below 25 HP. Cool little feature that lets you know that, hey, you're very low health, homie. You might wanna heal up. Fortunately, there's no like power setting, so you can't really like turn down how bright it is. I wish it was like an opacity setting. That'd be pretty nice. Here we go. Mythic box item scaling. This is if you have a mythic box. I do happen to have a mythic box, actually. I can show you what it means. It will increase the size of any mythic box that you have. Here we go. So dropping this, obviously you can see the mythic box is huge, which makes sure that you don't miss it if you happen to get a lucky drop from a mob. Or like you complete a dungeon and there's a falling item, and it just so happens to be in the off case that it is a mythic. You'll be able to see it. Let's see over here. Let's see. Mythic chest blocker. This is if you open a loot chest that has a mythic in it. You cannot leave it. Unless you get pushed out of the chest range, you can't leave the chest until you take the mythic out of it. Pretty convenient. This one of my favorite features. Prevent trades and duels. This makes it so This makes it so that if it's enabled, you can't accidentally, like, if you shift left click someone, normally it would send a duel request. But if you're in the middle of fighting and you're fighting with your party mates, you would rather not start a duel because that'd be fucking annoying, right? You have this feature, which is super nice. It doesn't say. It should say. I thought it would have an option to make it so it only prevents trades and duels while you're holding a weapon. But apparently that's not an option, so it just prevents trades and duels. Only while fighting would be should the prevention only take when you have dealt damage recently. This one, I'm actually gonna turn it on. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna turn that on. Fighting time cut off 10 seconds. Shoo. Yes, sir. If you're not holding your weapon, it'll let you trade immediately. I'm pretty sure they must have made it like baked in. Quick spell cast. That might be the spellcast macros that they have. I don't know what quick spellcast mean. Maybe it makes the macros better because apparently they have been improved from 1.12. In 1.19 Artemis, the spell macros apparently are better. And here we go. We've already gone over that. We've already gone over inventory. Here we go. Where did we stop? Replace recipe book. Recipe book? Pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. That's what it means. The recipe book will send you to here. That's cool. I didn't actually know about that. Unidentified item icon. Icon. I don't know what it means by icon. Oh, okay. That's what it means. It shows you the what it is. So otherwise, it would just be a box that would show you the unidentified rarity. But with the icons turned on, you can see what exactly the item it is you're holding. Right. So this a mastery tome, and it shows a tome on it instead. Pretty convenient. Hide irrelevant vanilla tooltip info. Yes. So if you have this off, it would show you like if you were holding if this was a texture pack and these weapons were like an axe instead of like a different block or something. If you were holding an axe, it would show you the axe damage. We don't want to see that, so Wynntils gets to turn it off. Pretty nice. Item compare. Don't. I'm pretty sure this is the feature where if you press shift, you can see the worst and top identifications that you can get. There's also the one where you can see the like chance of getting a max roll, but I'm pretty sure this is bogus. This is bogus. The item guess. This is for the level range. If your item range is like level 92 to 96, the Wynntils will identify that unidentified item is within that level range, and it will guess. Let's see. Do I have any? It would be like, okay, this is a ring box, unidentified ring box, and it's between level 92 and 96, so it could be a moon pool circlet. Obviously, it can't be because moon pool is from a dungeon shop, but I'm saying that'd be the example. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Here we go. Item statistics info. Let's see. This is the cool thing where you can see the like next to mana regen. It says 91.6%. That's how good of a roll I got compared to the bottom and top number that you can get. I have it set so that the color lerp is off, because if you have it on, it looks nasty. You see, it's more. It includes more colors. It goes from bright blue to dark red. Do I have any? Not even red. It might be red, like if you get a really bad roll. Probably. Yeah, it goes down all the way to red, like you see in the stealing right here, 0%. It looks nasty. I would prefer not to have it on. I believe it's on by default, so I just turn that off. Here we go. Tooltip fitting. This is the really nice thing that makes it so things don't go off the screen. This makes it so that instead of having a item like disappear. Like it just goes below where you can't see because your resolution is not big enough. This setting will resize the item box to like fit it in so you can see everything. Super damn useful. That is a super damn useful thing. Uh yeah. Super nice. Super nice. Beacon beam. Beacon beam. I can see a beacon beam now. That's where I set my waypoint. Sweet. Alright. You can turn that off if you don't want it. Probably shouldn't do that. It's really helpful for quests. You could do a guild map. I have it disabled because I don't care about guilds. We have the main map. This thing right here. Minimaps. This is just the section where you can turn off everything. I'll just turn that off. I'm not even using it. Waypoint distance. Yeah, you can see the little number right there. Cool. Whoops, wrong button. Here we go. Overlays, AO shield tracking. All right, so overlays is going to be all of your like special ability stuff that's based on class. So you can see your arrow shield tracking will track how many arrow shields you have left. You'll see that in one of the info boxes. Here, it's also for everything. So aura timer will tell you like how long before your aura returns. If you have rebound, of course, I don't know if it tracks if you don't have rebound, but if you have rebound, it will go and all. With rebound, your aura gets cast and then bounces back. This will be how you time that. It will help you with that. Custom bars for health bar, blood pool, all of this stuff. You can turn it off. Like if I don't want to see the HP, there you go. Turn that off. Now you can see the hearts. Put it back on because it's pretty nice. Same for mana. Yeah. Usually these things are all on by default. You can keep them on. The bars right here can also be set to be, let's see. I guess not. They must have changed. Oh, here we go. Yeah, display original bar data. You can set it to be a boss bar, which is how it is by default with vanilla Wynncraft. Pretty nice. I have it set to just be, the normal corruption thing now. Game updates. Game notifications. This might be a chat thing that you see in chat. For game updates, I mean, for game notifications. This could be a whole host of things that I can't guess right now. Guild attack timers, this is nice for guilds. I'll turn that off. I'll just keep that off. I don't need it. You press apply every time you make a change. Well, not every time, but whenever you're done making changes, make sure to click apply, because otherwise it won't save. You'll be able to see the change, but if you leave, it goes away. Info boxes, pretty damn nice. You can set what's in the box yourself. I am not sure how you're supposed to fill it. They have a guide on the Wynntils Discord, and it helps you out if you want to make like a custom info box. Pretty useful. Mob totem tracking. This lets you track the amount of time left on a totem. You'll show up in like an info box somewhere. I have most of my stuff set to one side, so I don't have to look everywhere. NPC dialogues. I have this turned off so that it only shows up in chat. But if you have it turned on, it'll show up in like whatever box you have with the config thing right here. So like it'll show up. Let's see. It probably doesn't show up because I have it turned off. Put it back on. Yeah, it'll show up red if you have the thing turned off. Otherwise, it would give you the option to move it around. Let's see, where we at? Dialogue, objectives. This is the stuff right here, like you see craft items, open chests. It's just, it replaces the other menu. So normally it shows up over here, like that. You turn it off, turn it on. It looks a lot cleaner over here. It keeps your little bar over here a lot smaller, or whatever, a lot more, whatever's more important, you should keep in there. Otherwise, it'll just be cleaner to have like a borderless little thing over here. It makes the screen a lot more condensed. Pretty nice. Not condensed, but like compressed. There you go. Special powder bars. This is just the stuff that shows up. If you charge your weapon, I don't think. Let me go hit a zombie real quick. Come here, zombie. Bam. You see that bar right here? That is my my air powder on my weapon getting charged up. And that's the bar that turns on. There we go. Let's keep going. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Quest status. That's the thing that shows on the top right. Info tracker. Yes, sir. Shaman mask. Same thing. They're going to show up. A whole lot of these things will show up in the info boxes that you turn on or off. So let's keep that in mind. Not the info boxes, but like it will show up as a separate thing. It will show up in here. So here, like you see the Shaman mask overlay, powder special bar. This is going to say when I'm ready, this will turn on. And it will show that it's charged. Here we go. Here we go. Shaman totem tracking. This will you can set the color. It will give your individual shaman totems a different color so that you can keep in mind and track the time on each of your totems. Honestly, I'm going to turn this off because I think it's just a whole lot of wasted screen space. It's a whole lot of micromanaging that you kind of don't really care for. At least I don't care for it because I don't really see the. Maybe if you're like farming, like if you're really requiring like optimization on how precisely you cast your totems, I guess you're doing something like farming or grinding at scrapyard. So I guess it does matter for that. But for what I use it for, I don't really care. Spellcast render. I guess if you have it, I don't know what it does. There's a vignette oh my god, a vignette that turns on. What does it mean? Oh, my screen's going blue. I see it. That's weird. I don't know why you would want that. Turn that off. I don't know what it actually does if you have it enabled. I don't have it enabled. Does this show up normally? No. Here we go. We're almost done. Overlay. Spellcast overlay. What does that mean? Oh, this thing right here? The spellcast cost shows up. Pretty nice. Does that show up normally? Without it turned on? I thought it would. Does it not? It doesn't. Huh. That is actually a cool feature. This is a great feature because it lets you see the price of the cost of your spell going up. It helps you keep in mind like when you want to spell cycle to make sure your spell costs don't get too pricey. Convenient. Status overlay. I wish they added a font size. Oh my god. The status overlay shows you the statuses that you have. Pretty damn simple. It includes everything that you would see in tab. Oh, by the way, tab does change. I think there's a Wynntils, a different Wynntils tab. Have we not gone to that setting yet? It'll show up eventually. Here we go. You can see your status overlay in tab, and now you can see it in wherever you have it moved to. Auto join parties. Only auto join friend parties. That's a thing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. That's convenient. Gear viewer. Yes, this is the thing that. Here, let me see. There might be someone I can show an example of. Here we go. 14. Bam. Does he not have armor? He does have armor. You see it. Now I can see all of his stuff. This guy's opulentity. Cool. That is a awesome chest plate. Holy crap. Plus 21 SP? Sheesh. That is good armor. Oh, he's level 20. What's he doing here? Whatever. Yeah, it lets you see the items. And it lets you see what they're currently holding. Not only at the time. Only whenever you click them, it will save whatever they're using at the time. If they swap off a weapon afterwards, it doesn't show you that. That doesn't update. There you go. Where are we at? Hades. Don't know what this is. Hide player armor. Yes. This is what I love. Otherwise, if you have it disabled, bam, now you can see all the ugly armor that ruins that hides your skin. Now I can see everything. Cool. Pretty aesthetic. There's a whole Silver Bowl subscription thing that hides your armor for you now. But I guess if you want to avoid that, you can just, instead of having to pay money for a monthly subscription. Instead, you can just hide your armor this way. Name tag rendering, you turn it off. I don't know what that means, because his name is still here. Show players gear above. Show players gear on hover is another convenient feature. Here we go. This guy right here, as you can see the armor that he's wearing and the relic that he swapped to. This is pretty much the other version of the gear viewer. Whoops, more thing. Here we go, turn that off. Party manager screen. Oh, alright, so what do I have it set to? I think I have that turned off. Where is it down here? Party manager screen. Here we go. Let me set it to some random number that isn't already used. J? Is J used? No. Here we go. J. Cool little menu. You can create a party. Bam. I have a party now. Disband it. Bam. I'm no longer in a party. Bam. Alright, I'm in a party. I can invite players. You have to spell their names correctly. Suggestions. I guess. If you have friends online, it'll show up here. Probably. But yeah. You can invite, you just type in their name right here. Bam, cool little system. You can kick, promote. Pretty simple system instead of having to type commands. Pretty nice. Here we go. Keep going. We're almost done. Transparent player ghost. This is a cool feature. I don't know if this is in 1.12. Let's see. Let's find a ghost. As you can see, the ghosts are see-through, which makes them actually ghosts, and it makes it way more obvious that these people are not on the same server as you, other than seeing the gray name tag, right? You can turn up the transparency, or turn it down. Pretty cool. And they also don't have any armor. Otherwise, you can turn it on, and then, it didn't work. It didn't work, but that's because I'm hiding all player armor anyway? Maybe? I don't know. Probably. Who knows? Let's see. Wynntils Cosmetics. Show own cape. This is for Wynntils. Wynntils has their own cosmetics. You can buy like a cape, and you can make it fancy. Put whatever image you want on it. Ability tree scroll. Don't know what it means by invert. Should the scrolling direction be inverted? I don't know what this means. Really? I don't know what that means. Must mean something. Not something that I know. Ability, I don't know. Can't say I know what that is. The UI thing, so who knows? Auto applied resource pack. This is on by default. Whenever you log into the server, or no, it might whenever you turn on Minecraft, it will make sure that the Wynncraft texture pack is enabled, that it is applied to your game automatically. I turn it off because I don't want it. I already have the texture pack myself. I can just turn it off. But yeah, cosmetic player preview. You can see their hat. I don't know what that means. Oh no! If I go to here, maybe. I guess not. Whatever. Oh, it's probably just for this, honestly. Who knows? Custom character selection. So if I turn this on, bam. If I go to /class, now it's this menu right here. I keep it off because I prefer the simple menu. Escape does not reopen the screen. That's a feature that you can turn on or off. If this is enabled, the custom selector will only open once. Huh. Oh, you could just escape. You could just leave that custom menu. That's cool. Lobby uptime. I guess it's for your server. Soul point timer. That is the convenient little thing right here that you can see. Next time until next soul point. Convenient. That might be a vanilla Wynncraft thing. Who knows? I don't know. Wynncraft button. This shows up on the main page. Right here. Wynncraft button right here. Cool thing. Come on, log in. There we go. Here we go. Let's see. Next is Wynntils pause screen. Pause screen. Pause screen. I don't know what that means. Wynntils quest book. Yeah, this is the quest book thing where you can open up this. Pretty convenient. If you turn it off, otherwise, it's just the vanilla quest book, which now I need to turn on the control to open the Wynntils menu myself. Where is it? Wynntils menu. Wynntils menu? No. Just kidding. You just have to go over here. Wynntils menu. Open it up. And then turn it back on. Bam. Alright. We are pretty damn close. Yep. Connection progress. Says disabled even though it's enabled. Don't know what it means. Data storage. Doesn't matter. Probably doesn't matter. Oh, that's Gamma Bright. So if you want to have Gamma Bright on, you can just toggle it back and forth. It's pretty nice to have on. I honestly love it. It definitely super useful. Super useful. Item debug tooltips. I don't know. I'm guessing this is disabled by default. I don't really know what it means. It means something probably useful for people who need it. Log item info. Don't know. Loot run. This is something that you do care about. You can change the path type. Let me load up the loot run real quick. Here we go. You see how mine have arrows? Apparently by default it is not set to that. You can do a line. What sorry, I forgot to apply. So here, this is a line. Now it's textured. Has the arrows now. The arrows definitely look far better. The line is kind of a meh. You can change the color. Preferably, I prefer it as rainbow because that rainbow just looks cooler. And then you have loot run notes. The loot run notes are very good. If you want to learn how to loot run, just type /loot run. You can see all of the commands right here. Pretty much, just loot run /record starts the recording, and now you can kind of use the rest of these notes yourself. When you move, you'll be able to see your path as it's going. You type loot run note, and then you can add text. Hi, how you doing? That's how it looks. Whenever you're done, you just type loot run, record again. And then if you want to save it, you save it with a name. And if you want to clear it, because you don't like the loot run, just /clear. And there you go. So here we go. We got packet debugger. I don't know what the difference is with this. Send territory defenses. Don't care. It's probably some guild thing. Translation. This is broken. No, it's not. It works. It works now. I just don't know how to use it. For ISO code, search that up on Wikipedia as it says. I'm pretty sure it will translate things to the language that you put in. That's probably my best guess. That's probably the intention of it, right? What am I saying? Here we go. It uses Google though, so you don't. It's kind of sucky. Some languages suck from English to other languages, but other languages to English are usually pretty good. So it's definitely a rough translation thing. Apparently you can, let's see, it says, is it an option? So Pig Latin, Google API, you have two options. And there you go. Change the log. Auto class menu, the display change log. Oh, that's cool. I mean, you can turn that on if you want. The change log shows up whenever you update. So I obviously can't show it right now, but if you update and then you relog after you restart your Minecraft, it will apply the new update, and then whenever you log in for the first time, it'll show up in a little changelog thing. It'll tell you what was changed. Custom Wynntils command, sure. That's so you can do /loot run, right? And all the other Wynntils commands. There's a ton of them. Fix packet bugs, sure. Telemetry. This is so you want to keep this on. This gives them the information. If you crash, Wynntils will be sent the information to see why you crashed and see it gives them the information to fix issues. So if a lot of people start bugging out, this is a great feature to have. The more people who use it, the easier it is for them to catch things faster, pretty much. I have it on because I want to help out. I guess it's one of the ways that you can. You have auto update. This is if you have it set to enabled, it's not even going to give you the option to choose if you want to update. Because otherwise, if you have it off, it's going to show up in chat, and then you can click yes, I want to update, and then it will say, okay, you are updated. It will apply next time you log in, or next time you restart Minecraft, it will apply. That's how that works. Update reminder is the reminder that shows up in chat. Otherwise, if you just have both of these off, I don't know. I don't even know if it will say it. Then if it doesn't say it, I don't know what this does. This probably doesn't enable so that you can use either of these. And yeah, there's a ton of Wynntils commands. There we go. Bomb bell? I don't even know. There is. Okay, dude. There's actually a ton of stuff. If you check out the Wynntils Discord, there's a whole new thing. Called functions. Here we go. Turn this on. I actually have no clue how this works. I'm guessing, yeah, there's a GitHub that teaches you how to apply it. They also announced this in the announcements. So this is a huge feature that I know nothing about currently. And it lets you do some interesting things. So /config overlay, and you do the feature. Some examples of it are in that chat I was just in. Function stock. Some people are supplying functions for people to use to display information. So this guy has a advanced XP overlay. This is probably it's probably counting his rate of XP, and it's just keeping the average. And then you have like professions level. This one seems pretty damn useful. This one will display your professions level just as an info thing, which is kind of cool, but like this seems like clutter to me. But I feel like some people will find this is super interesting to have. Like the fact that this wasn't a feature to begin with is already kind of funny. This guy added it with this new system that they made, and it's pretty damn cool. There's a whole bunch of other stuff like this, like horse info, flashing inventory. This one's cool. So it shows how much inventory space you have, and whenever you have no space, it says no space left. This is important for people who would like mob grind for items, and the same thing was made for the item pouch. So that's actually like this might be something that I will. This will probably be the first thing that I apply myself. I haven't actually added any of this stuff yet. This guy made the same thing with a profession display. So he did it a different way. Obviously, there's different ways for you to display the system. It's pretty cool. He has a little emerald count, shows you how much money you have as an infographic. Displays your FPS multiple colors depending on how much you have. It's a cool little FPS counter, I guess. That's cool. A little. Wynntils doesn't actually have an FPS counter itself, so this is a little handy feature. Kind of funny. Finally, you had to wait for a function thing until this actually became a real feature. Apparently, inventory slot display. Okay, that's the same thing as that the other guy made earlier. So it's more. Oh, actually, no, it does count. All right. Yeah, so this guy made the same thing. Yeah, people are just putting whatever they make in here. Pretty cool. We got horse information 2. Look how much. That's a ton of code. This one tracks how much time it takes for you to level up your horse. That's funny. But yeah. Um, that's everything I wanted to show. Yeah. Thanks for watching.